What's good, you guys, and welcome back again on another episode today. How are you all doing? I hope you all are doing great. And if you are joining for the very first time, thank you so much for being here today. In today's video, we are going to talk about this baby girl that has been going viral, or let me just say this family that has been going viral, because it's basically a family that is exploiting her because of her body size. This particular family went viral, or let me say I started seeing them feed around November last year. They will post video of this baby girl literally crying for food because they know people are going to talk about it, and it will gain them the attention that they need for their TikTok or their channel to blow up. We either post this girl's video eating a big chunk of food, or just something to know that people are going to talk about it. And when you go into the comment section, people will always say, why is she always crying for food? She should be dieting, she should be doing this, she should be doing that, the food is too much, and just literally bashing this little girl. She's around 8 to 10 years. That has been trending up until December time, and it was time for them to, get their present, their Christmas gift, and they gifted this baby girl a Slimity. And that got on the nerves of so many people, because there is no way a reasonable parent is going to gift their own child, a child of 8 to 10 years, a Slimity. That's literally humiliating this girl and even posting it on social media. Right now that I'm filming this video, I saw an update about them that kids have been taken away from them. They have 4 kids, and it's just this particular girl that they are always posting because they know that people always talk about her size. And it was a very horrible video. Her opening her Christmas gift, even the older one saying, are you serious? Like, are you really serious? This got people so pissed, and it has sparked the conversation on TikTok. I have put together some of the things that people are saying, so without wasting much time, let's get right into it.
I didn't originally want to respond to this video because I didn't want this little child's face all over the internet. But the parents already put it on the internet. So of course, it's already all over the place. I've always been fat, right? I've been fat since I was 3 years old. I recently have lost almost 80 pounds. But let me tell you what didn't get me here. Before we even get to that point, y'all love more than anything talking about the fat family member, okay? But let's talk about everybody else in the family, all right? Let's talk about the creeps in the family refusing to let your child wear shorts because Uncle James is a big you-know-what. Or let's talk about the wife whose husband beats her ass every single night. Let's talk about how your kids can't fucking read. Let's talk about Aunt Deborah's little habit. And by habit, I mean crack. Y'all want to sit here and project all of your problems, all of your anger onto the only group that you can socially acceptably attack. And who is that? Fat people. Being reminded of my weight 24/7 for 21 years until I cut off my family, it did a number on me. I'm fucked up in the head. And all that shaming, right? Y'all know that all of that shaming doesn't make the people lose weight. And y'all really don't want people to lose weight because you still want to use someone as a fucking punching bag. I have been all over the place with my weight, right? And I have tried every single diet, and now I'm finally just living a healthy lifestyle, and it has worked. And I can 1,000% say with complete confidence that most of the time, people who are overeating, not saying that this little girl is because I don't know her, but when people are, it's 100% psychological most of the time. And so you sitting there shaming her, especially publicly, y'all really don't know the damage that you do to people. But this new generation that's coming up, oh baby, they feel different. They're gonna remember all of it. And so when you're sitting there all alone at your late age, can't even wipe your own ass anymore, and you wonder why no one will take care of you, even your own child, maybe you should think about those little moments where you were just trying to help somebody.
Right here, or this viral video of them gifting their child Slim T.
I'm fucking heated because some of the ways that these parents bully fat children online for clout is absolutely disgusting. And it just goes to show you all that not a single fucking person who pretends to be concerned about fat people's weight actually gives a about their relationship with food. Because the streets are saying that one of their fans sent that in to that little girl, meaning that this was an established pattern and relationship that they put on that family vlogging channel. And for what? For clout? For views? Ew. Not only is this entire dynamic abusive between the parent and the child, and then the entire internet and that child, but every single person involved is ensuring that she has no relationship with food of her own. And the video goes on to talk about food aggression, like the girl is exhibiting food aggression. Absolutely. Why the fuck wouldn't she? Because every fucking time she's around food, people bully her. Her own family bullies her. The internet sends gifts in to bully her. And then every single one of these fatphobic fucks will wait till she's in her teenage years to act, oh my god, so concerned, you got so big, oh my god, what happened? This is what the fuck happened. This is what happens to a lot of fat people growing up. And then every fucking person in their life is scratching their fucking heads. How did this happen? How did this happen? How did this happen? Oh my god, you're just like this. When she starts developing self-harm behaviors, it won't just come out of nowhere. Not that I trust her parents to fucking notice in the first place. But let's not all sit here and pretend like you don't dehumanize fat children from the start. Fat little black girls from the start. Let's stop fucking pretending like this comes out of nowhere.
I don't know if you guys remember that little black girl. She was chubby and she was very young. She was trending on TikTok in Christmas because her parents gave her Slim Tea. Yeah, that was her Christmas present. But anyway, she got taken with the rest of her siblings by CPS, right? And it's so crazy because the parents came online making a video like, is this what you guys wanted? Is this what you wanted to happen to me and my child and my family? And it's like, what did you expect? The little girl's name is Jaleel, and basically her parents made a big old career from embarrassing and humiliating her online. And even though in most of the videos she seems relaxed and happy, it's still humiliating. And this started because they posted a video of Jaleel dancing and it blew up, and ever since then they started posting videos of themselves. And naturally, I don't like parents who exploit their kids for money. But that's what they were doing. They actively humiliated her and exploited her to receive income. And not only that, there's several videos of the father telling the kids to do questionable things like animal endangerment things. Like there's literally a video of the father giving the kids boiling water to throw on a stray dog. And it's weird because after all of these videos as evidence that we have of you treating your kid like that, you then make a video blaming the public as if the public is responsible for how you were treating your child. And then the wife came online talking about that she was given an ultimatum, and the ultimatum was between her husband and her children. I'm going to think that if CPS comes to your house and tell you that you have a choice to pick between your husband and your children, your husband is a threat to your children. It's a tough situation because it's not that the kids were unhappy, it's that they were being exploited, and Jaleel specifically was being humiliated for money online. But I have to admit, because they already put their business out there, so I'm in their business, it's really weird to me that CPS would come and tell you that your husband is a threat to your children and you pick your husband over your children. And one last thing, I've seen videos of people defending like the family and like coming at the public like, oh, why'd you guys call CPS on the family, da 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 da, you guys are awful, yada yada yada. Do you know how CPS works? It's not a perfect system and it surely has its flaws, but CPS does not just come and take your kids willy-nilly. They literally have to interview people. They need evidence. Like, so me just calling CPS for a family means that they're probably gonna get a wellness check. Like somebody's gonna go and visit, and they're gonna go and visit if I say some stuff that's heinous. But for CPS to go and actively take out all of these children, there has to be an ongoing case. You understand that, right? Like, it would be great if the family was proper and the children could be with their parents if they were proper and responsible adults to take care of them. But I'm going to take a good guess and assume that CPS took them away because there is an ongoing investigation. It's not because a fan made a video and it went viral. It's not just because of that. Because if that would happen, then plenty of people would have their kids taken away with how they exploit them for money online.
So I was gonna stitch the video, but honestly, I don't want that trash on my page. Whoever the fuck gave that innocent, sweet, beautiful little baby that Slim Tea, recorded it and put it on the internet, I hope you have diarrhea for 75 weeks. I hope the skin around your booty hole hurts so motherfucking much that you wince every single step that you take. Every single step you take. I hope that no matter how many times you scrape your tongue, it's still white. I hope you find out that your daddy really ain't yours. Your mama too. Fuck you. Fat children are criminalized and disrespected at astronomical fucking rates. My documentary right now, we're in post-production, meaning that we're in the editing phase, and we have a chapter in my film called From the Home to Hallways to Hollywood, Dehumanization, Sexualization, and Violence, right? And my documentary is about adultification. And I'm speaking about how fuller bodies have even more discrimination than other thinner black girls because they are perceived to be more sexual, more aggressive, all that type of shit, right? And I was speaking to my archival producer about finding some images of plus size black girls from TV and film. And I was trying to figure out why we couldn't find any. I was like, okay, Countess Vaughn. I can think of a ton of boys. They placed a lot of boys in the movies to make fun of them, to be clear. But there were no girls. I couldn't think of any. We couldn't find any because they are never placed on TV as the main girl or the girl next door. They're always like the best friend, and every single joke is about their weight. Fuck you, Moesha. The psychological and emotional damage that y'all want to give to kids should have y'all locked up for the rest of y'all lives. I wish we can send love to that baby. I really wish we could.
Can y'all please leave the babies out of this? And what I mean by that is, can y'all please leave the babies out of this sick obsession that some of y'all have with perpetuating toxic diet culture and these unrealistic beauty standards? Because this is traumatic and it's contributing to the way a lot of these kids and some adults see themselves. If you don't know what I'm talking about by now, watch this clip.
What happened?
So in the video, which is from a family blog channel, the little girl, who looks to be, no older than like kindergarten age, gets a box of Slim Tea, which is like weight loss tea or diet tea, for her Christmas present. I shouldn't even have to get up here and have to explain to people why this is problematic. And if y'all haven't seen my videos already, I'm a licensed therapist. I have a private practice where I help clients who have EDs and also disorders surrounding body image. That's what the majority of my training and continuing education is as a therapist. Also, just a disclaimer, my homegirl who's an attorney tells me that I gotta say this, but y'all know this video is not to diagnose anybody. This video is not to give any kind of mental health recommendations. I'm just a spectator watching this play out on social media just like y'all. So the problem is a lot of these weight loss and diet teas contain ingredients, whether they're natural or not, that pretty much have diuretic or laxative properties. That's how they work. Some of them even have stimulant properties like caffeine that's supposed to increase your metabolism. Some of them even have properties that are supposed to reduce your appetite. Research tells us that stimulant laxatives used over a long period of time can have harmful effects on an adult body, not to mention a child's body. And there's also a risk with diuretics as well, such as like losing too much sodium in the blood or losing potassium. These products can be dangerous for an adult, not to mention a child whose body's not even developed yet. And I haven't even talked about the psychological harm and damage that being given these products at especially such a young and sensitive age can cause, like potentially developing an ED or developing a disorder around your body. Y'all, this is dangerous work and causes so much harm long term that y'all can't even begin to imagine. Please stop.
Every single time I see that one couple, the stepdad literally always using the fat kid as a way to gain followers, mocking her or letting her eat a ton of food on camera because people are gonna laugh, people are gonna talk, people will comment stuff, and now letting her have Slim Tea as a Christmas gift, the amount of trauma that kid will have growing up, loving herself, or even eating disorders, or her relationship with food and her body will forever be because of that. Because I feel like that poor little girl does not deserve that. And even if she's fat, she is a kid, and I get that they shouldn't let her eat that much, but kids should eat but also exercise, have fun, play, run outside, and because of that they will naturally lose the weight.
Okay, so we just uploaded a video in regards to this little girl being gifted Slim Tea, and the overarching...
So y'all, I'ma say this, like, I understand they was wrong for giving her Slim Tea, but y'all keep saying in the comment section, like, what parent would sit there and give their kid a random gift from anonymous people? Do y'all not understand there's tons of parents out here, like literally that boy Dean, that girl Samantha, them kids, them babies, people be sending their kids stuff to their P.O. box and them parents be literally opening it on camera with their kid. But y'all getting mad at him because somebody gave his kid a gift and they opened it. But when that boy just sent Jalea that iPhone, y'all didn't say nothing. It's not making sense to me. Y'all pick and choose. What y'all want to say to my, oh, they was wrong for letting her open it. But y'all just seen a couple days ago that he let Jalea open all her mail that was addressed to her on camera. Just like he did with Jalea. It was wrong that somebody sent him Slim T, but y'all keep trying to make it talk about why would he let her open anonymous gifts? Parents do it all the time.
So you guys probably saw this video circulating all over social media, and it happens to be a family vlog channel.
So I actually don't know what this whole story is about necessarily, but I just saw that tweet about this little girl, and it honestly triggered something inside me so deeply. As someone who grew up and was a big kid, I was big my whole life. My mother did everything in her power to try to get me to lose weight constantly. She would force me to do workouts in between, like during commercials. Like, she would make my siblings make sure that I did it. She would limit all the food I could eat. But what's crazy was my mom was fat and I was fat. It literally was genetics. My siblings are very, very skinny. They get their genetics from my dad. I literally got my genetics from my mom. My mom is a big bitch. But what was always crazy is that she would try to act like she wasn't a big bitch, and that it was so shocking that I was a big bitch. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't mean to laugh. This obviously isn't funny, but what I really wanted to say, though, was that, parents who do this to their children, you guys have no idea how much you are going to impact your child's relationship with food. If people saw me, they would never think I miss a meal. But I literally can't get myself to eat half of the time because of how terrible my eating habits are. So much so to the point that I mentioned to my boyfriend a couple times that I really want to see a nutritionist. And things like this are what causes these issues. On top of that, what a lot of people don't talk about or even look into is things like insulin resistance. I'm just barely starting to figure out all that stuff and even learning that is something that I could possibly be dealing with. But there are so many health reasons why someone might be fat and just be overweight, and even when you work out or you change your eating habits or you do X, Y, or Z, it doesn't stop it. But you have to find very specific healthy ways of eating that align with your body. But here's also the other real. We have made a society where being fat to so many people is worse than being unalived. And that's what's crazy. Y'all are instituting these ideas into the heads of young children who maybe just love their bodies and love who they are and love what they look like and just want to exist. But instead of being able to exist, it's always somebody got to comment and say something. I'm telling you, all you parents that keep doing this to your kids, you're going to end up just like my parents did. No fucking contact with none of your fucking kids. Y'all are setting yourselves up, and in fucking 15 years, you'll be like, well, why doesn't my kid call me? Bitch, because of that. Because you doing that shit to your kid. It's 2024, y'all. Please, understand healthy ways of parenting and healthy ways of keeping your kids healthy and safe. That's all you should be looking for.
What kind of monster gives a child Slim T? How sick do you have to be to give a child Slim T to instill that diet culture mentality already into such a young little girl who is beautiful exactly the way she is. She is perfect exactly the way she is. And to already instill that into her, she's so young. The diet culture is a multi-billion-dollar industry that is designed for you to fail. It is not designed for your health. It is entirely designed for you to fail. We need to do better. We need to teach our children better. We need to especially teach our little girls better, because diet culture is not it, and shame on them.
What do you guys think about the family? To think that the father posting these kids or constantly posting this child is the stepfather, he is not the biological father of this child. At first, we all thought it was the parent that gifted this child the Slimming Tea, but from other stitches and maybe other videos that they might probably have posted that I have missed, I think they mentioned, because one of the stitches mentioned that it was a gift sent to them by a fan or a subscriber or a follower. If you do not put your kids in a position for them to be receiving such dehumanizing gifts on Christmas, nobody is going to be sending it to them. So they are saying it like they are trying to, remove themselves from the equation, forgetting the fact that they are the one posting this child on social media so people can be sending this child some gift to humiliate her, because the family is humiliating her, the people sending that gift is humiliating her, and this child is at the point where she will probably start remembering things. Like when a child is about 7 upward, that's the time you actually start to remember some things that happen in your life. Like you start to take notes, you are more attentive even at that age, because that's when you see people talk about, oh, when I was 7, when I was 8, by the time they are 15, 16, because that's the time they can actually remember. And this child is being gifted a Slim T on the media. Like the media, this is circulating everywhere. Blogs have posted it. At first, when I came across their post in the comment section, people are always saying these kids are not safe, it's not nice, call the CPS, and they still did not pay attention until the CPS came to take all the kids. And now they are saying, oh, are you guys happy that you've taken my kids away? What did they actually expect? Like, what exactly are they expecting? I think people are going to sit down and watch them continually dehumanize these kids. It's impossible. Even when they gifted that baby the gift, the older one was like, really? They might think these kids are not paying attention. Why on earth will you hate your child so much to a point where you allow people freely hate your child as well on the media? Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section. I've seen a lot of people, talk about how they don't like family channels, how they don't like people who exploit their kids. This will take the position of the most annoying family channel ever, because why do you have to do this to the child you gave birth to yourself? And the fact that the CPS are now telling you that you have to pick between your child and your husband needs to tell you that that man is a threat to the well-being of your kids. And I think somebody mentioned in the speech that she picked the husband. I'm still struggling to believe that, because there's no way you will leave your 4 kids with the CPS and pick a man. I want to know the thought process behind that. What do you guys think? Let me hear your thoughts in the comment section. Let's continue this conversation there. Thank you all so much for joining, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, and I love you guys.